Getting cock blocked.
Hello, everyone. I counted in, so you should have been prepared for that.
That's all right. By today, everybody knows what kind of show this is.
Yeah. Hello, welcome back to Seven Sons Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep, and happy anniversary. We have been here for a whole year, and we are still excited
Wow.
to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and Marquette. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and I'm playing Orgoth Skullcrusher, your half-orc, half-drow, all cock-blocked by the betrayer gods. Yeah. So it did not be the night that the man thought it would be. Yeah, let's do this thing.
So our question today is not a character question. It is a what are your favorite moment for each of the other characters in the group, personally?
Oh,
Yeah, so first, this is super hard. This is such a hard thing because there are so many good moments. Mine, I went and picked. I realized I have had one-on-ones with every other character Orgoth has. So with Laphus, it was Uncharted Waters. That episode where we talked with Galceriad about his vision, and we went to go see, and just watching Laphus flex in front of Saord was just like insane, and somehow maneuvering Orgoth to call him his bitchness, I thought was pretty amazing. Like so many good moments with that one because like just a lot of bonding between the characters. With North, it was the Oncarel after school special and trial and error. So we got to go be bad cop and worse cop together and go figure this stuff out on Who Framed Prolix and start that fight. And man, that was just so freaking tense battling off against that. But again, I felt like there was just a lot. Orgoth got to learn about North, and just me as a player watching, how fantastic, Jaime was, and all that stuff was amazing. And then with Wilvan, it was our Patreon exclusive. It was the Bowl of Judgment. It was going off and just having like a stupid boys day out with Maggie trying to wrangle us, which was amazing. And then just stumbling back to the Cool Flame, absolutely inebriated. So that was great because those were really, to me, really special moments. Not only from watching how incredible you all are with your characters, but just getting to spend time one-on-one at the table with all of you and Ron.
Cheers.
Aw,
Yay.
that's so sweet. Hey everybody, this is Jaiden playing Laphus Prismawing, your local reborn wizard of smut. Lightning round this bitch. For Orgoth, definitely you fighting the goddamn condor bitch ass, getting one shot and shit right there. That was fucking awesome. For Jaime, definitely fighting Bruce. You did amazing as fuck, making sure that you weren't getting hurt. Wilvan, I'm sorry, but it wasn't a cool moment, but
okay.
I loved it whenever you failed and you got your ass knocked out and betrayed like back Suzanne.
That's all right.
You
memorable.
came in and we're like, oh man, this is gonna be great, and then you immediately got knocked down.
Yeah, you can't be too confident, or the universe laughs at you. Folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm Ross. I'm playing, holy hell, Wilvan Grandmane, and I think so. I missed that we were doing it for everybody. I knew that people were doing that, but I
He
didn't
doesn't have to be for
prepare that.
everybody.
So my favorite, I was giving it to Ron actually, and my favorite was during the Bowl of Judgment, the fucking the Artificer gnome box.
Yeah.
Man, like
Yes.
The Hydra with all the...
I was living that high for days. Like that was just a cool fucking thing that was completely out of the mind of Ron that I had to like make sure wasn't from the book. I had to be like, Ron, did you make that up, or did you like flavor that shit? That's all Ron. Yeah. So like kudos. But just to the three of you, Orgoth, I love Orgoth's innocence. I love that Bill knows so much, but Orgoth knows so little. And that's just that's a damn good role player. Laphus, I love. It's the same with Zach and Frost Maiden with tracks. Like I love people who aren't afraid to have their characters be assholes and be that abrasive. And I think that provides so much good RP like for the group. And we never take it personally. We know that it's Laphus and not Jaiden, and it's so great. And Jaime, I'm just the lore that you bring to the character is just like, I like to do that myself. So when I find a kindred spirit in that sense, that's very bright light in my eyes. So I think you're all great.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I'm playing North the Aladdin Roguehawk. I'm gonna try to be fast with this one. If I go with Orgoth, I'm gonna go way back to Bazzoxan, the one time that you used your tattoo to cheat these Driders into just like giving up. That was just quick thinking, and like that's a side of Orgoth that we hadn't seen, and it was just like very cunning, and I absolutely like love that. Laphus, great improv. Bazzoxan again, calling the fuck out of Io. Just like dropping that mic on her. I was just sitting back, just like staring. Like, oh my god, shit just got real. Wilvan, very recent moment.
Oh, me too.
I heard that you absolutely like went ad lib on this one because you had like maybe like 10% of the information. So I was just like, yo. This is for someone who had this little information. You kept me on my toes, and I was like,
good. So
love that. And I love being able to have like these little like almost antagonistic, like little tidbits between player characters that are not like.
Let's fight.
It's very like just like a little insidious. We like that. We like the shitty stuff.
Okay.
Also, I just want to say a big thank you to Ron. I think it goes out for everyone.
Thank you.
This game wouldn't be there without you. You do a lot of work for this.
They got
whole
me a
thing,
cake,
and it's just
for-
like, yay!
Anniversary cake. Thank you.
Ron is rolling in the Netherdeep, so without Ron, there's no rolling. And
Rolling.
They'll just be deep, no rolling.
Mine are, and this is my lightning round. Would be great paintings. For Wilvan, it's a confession to the group, sitting there while everybody's listening to you talk. Orgoth, it's the Skullcrusher finishing move, like punching up in the air. For Laphus, it's when the Gloomstalker pulled her up and a revealing of the body part, like she's made of body parts. And North, it's the mom reveal. And these would all make great paintings. So
good moments.
Anyway, let's dive right into today's episode, if everyone's ready. Episode 45.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Speaking of great paintings,
aren't
we going to be debuting something on Instagram?
Oh, yes, we are going to be debuting something on Instagram. We had, Bill had some art commissioned by, what was her name again? I can't remember it.
Her name is Minerva. She's at blue_troller on the Tweety tweet. And we'll do a link and a shout out to her after the show and whatnot. But she's an incredible artist, and she did a really cool comic book cover style group shot for us.
And we will put it on Instagram, so go check it out on Instagram, and we'll put the link in chat, and just go to our bio in like Twitch or Twitter, and you can click on our Instagram link from there. Anything else? Did I forget? Let's do it. Let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 45, Deep Cut. So at the end of last time, Orgoth had a harrowing nightmare and was brought to the cool flame by Question, and Question put him to bed and fell asleep next to him. The next morning, North and Wilvan had a serious discussion while going on a walk, only to be interrupted by Headmaster Gryz Alakritos. And he was on his way to meet the group at the Cool Flame for preparations to delve into Cael Marrow. And we ended the episode with Orgoth waking up and telling Question that he had some things he needed to tell her. So let's start there. So Question's just kind of like patting your hand.
There's things that I probably need to tell you. We should get everybody else together, because sometimes I don't remember everything
You're having
that's happened, but they've all been helping me put things together.
Should we see a cleric? I mean, you're not remembering things?
No, I mean, I remember, but then sometimes things will happen, and I remember they kind of happen. Like I'll get really mad, or, but then, like they've been telling me things have happened with, I don't know, my tattoo and stuff, and I haven't seen that. So it might just be better if they're there to fill in the gaps, because I think it's probably important that you know about,
Of course.
like the betrayer gods and stuff. So that's probably, oh, if that doesn't scare you or make you upset,
It
'cause
makes
I
me
didn't
worried
tell
about.
you.
No, it makes me worried about you.
Okay.
You're having these memory gaps. Uh, betrayer gods. I want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Spiders live in my armor too.
I saw that. Yeah. And she looks a
Yeah.
little. She looks
Yeah.
really nervous. Like she don't. No insight check needed. She's just like
Right.
not into
Yeah.
the spiders.
It took me a little while to get my head around that too. But you know, it's kind of like magic fingers massage sometimes. It's nice. I've gotten
Okay.
used to it.
She actually does like actual like shiver when you talk. It's like so spiders on your. Oh. Sorry. Oh.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I get it. I get it. But we should maybe get Wilvan and North and Laphus and all talk about it, I guess.
Okay. Let's go downstairs and we'll find them. Laphus, where are you? Because I know where everybody else is right now. So
I saved it in my room because I didn't want to bother what is it, North and Wilvan.
yeah. Um. You hear Question and Orgoth talking. Question is not a quiet person. She has a very kind of like loud personality and a loud, happy voice. And she's like, she's at the stairwell, Orgoth, and she looks down. It's like, I don't see anybody down there. Maybe they're still asleep. Should we wake them up? I'm worried about you.
Well, I mean, if we wait downstairs, I mean, don't come downstairs. I mean, I don't think anything's going to happen between now and I'm kind of hungry too, so maybe we could get some breakfast,
Of course.
and then they'll come down.
Of course. Let's go downstairs and plump down the stairs. And you heard that entire conversation, Laphus. So
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let them eat.
okay. Wilvan, did you get a ride back with? If I remember this right?
Yeah, I jumped on the carriage and North didn't.
Okay. So the headmaster Gryz Alakritos, he's a goblin, and he's wearing the Allegiance of All Sight robes, red, black, kind of like he actually is wearing a like what looks like a stole, like you graduate in, like one of those kind of like around his robes, and he's like, I'm very excited to see what you're going to find out down there. I've been itching about it, like thinking about it all weekend. It's high adventure. I can't wait to hear about it.
Well, let's hope we make it back to tell you about it.
I'm sure you will. I have every confidence in all four of you.
That's nice of you. But I still haven't heard much about what we're going to see down there.
I know I have not been personally, but I can tell you it is several of the buildings that used to be there when Cael Marrow was destroyed and like pushed underground. It's completely submerged, but we have these keystones that will provide an air bubble and surround the dig sites, so we're able to actually like investigate and find things. I believe that Orgoth and Laphus were experienced this. I believe that they were given a little bit of a tour before they had to leave quickly, but the barriers are really easy to push through, and that's why you can go explore into the ocean, into the waters. And so I have water breathing potions, and I also have this thing. And he pulls out this ring, and it's like you put it around your. It's like you put it over your head in an air bubble, and it'll last 8 hours.
Wow. Well, I appreciate that. This is incredible equipment. How many people have gone down already?
There are at least 10 to 12 archaeologists on staff down below. Their leader is named Inside Akure.
Hmm.
She is a tiefling, blue-skinned tiefling.
And she'll be expecting us then?
She will be expecting you, yes. She is... I trust her with my life. I do not believe that it is possible for her to be the traitor.
Well, I hope you're right.
Oh, you're going to be great spies. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. I'm excited. And the carriage pulls up to the cool flame. North, what are you up to?
I mean, we had to go back, and I just let Wilvan have a ride, and I'm just like going back. Like we were going, and then this guy passed us by, and I was like, oh well, guess I'm not going.
Okay.
But I do have some matters to attend at some point, but
Okay.
I don't want to miss this conversation.
Okay. So the carriage pulls off. The driver of the carriage picks up the crate. He's like, I even packed some Allegiance of Allsight robes in there for all of you if you wish to like use these. It'll be official looking, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But they're great disguises. I mean, if we know that you aren't officially, you don't want to be official Allegiance of Allsight. In my mind, you are fully fledged members, card-carrying members of the Allegiance of Allsight.
It's kind of you.
Thank you.
But no, these I think that's smart. I think that bringing down some disguises, I'd like to blend in as much as possible, and he'll kind of like hoist them all up, and I'm sure they all.
Yeah, he's actually like the guy, the carriage driver. He's got the big crate with the potions and everything.
Great.
And he's like carrying. He's like, "Where do you want me to put these, sir?"
Thank you. Right inside the front door, I think.
Yes. And he goes inside, and Orgoth in question, you see, this big man, bald, like, doo. And he puts them on a table next to the birdcage, and goes back outside. And you see Wilvan outside. Laphus, you saw the carriage and heard the carriage pull up.
Yeah, fine, I'll get out.
And you go downstairs and you see Wilvan, or you go in after the headmaster says, "Is there anything that I can help you with? I can even give you. I'll leave the carriage here, so you can get a ride to the dig site."
Yeah, that would be great. As a matter of fact, I don't speak for my entire group. Would you like to relay any of that information?
I sure would. I'll come in and answer any questions that I could possibly answer for you.
I thought that you might. Wilvan will gesture to let him go first.
Okay, and he runs inside, and you see this goblin in the Allegiance of Allsight robes come in, and Spike.
Hey, Gryz Alakritos!
Oh, Orgoth Skullcrusher! Great game last night.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Did you enjoy the party? I passed you on the way in.
Oh yeah.
You had like a lady on each arm. You looked like you were ready for a good time.
I was having a great time. Yes, great party last night.
Did you last a long time, or was it a good time, not a long time? How did that work out?
Last good time, bird. Last time, long time. Yes. And the Gryz is like looking at the bird, Ember, and it's like, I had a wonderful time. I did.
Oh, that's good.
Spike is like, oh, it's really hopping in here. Breakfast for everyone? Wilvan?
Sure. Thank you.
And he goes down and he just basically yells back. It's like, start the cookers up. We got a whole bunch of people coming in. It's like, this early? You hear in the back. North, you kind of see the carriage, like you're a block away, and you see the carriage pulled up. Laphus,
Guess I'm gonna jog a little bit.
Laphus, you're coming down the stairs. And when you go inside, and Gryz Alakritos is like, let me see your menu, barkeep. He's like looking at the breakfast menu, and he orders like this big giant plate. It's like, it's on me, it's on me. And he like buys breakfast for all of you.
Wilvan is not matching that energy. Gryz makes a real big show of himself. Orgoth is in the. Are you guys like at a table?
Yeah.
Wilvan will approach them as soon as he walks in, but while Gryz is at the bar ordering all that, Wilvan will approach Orgoth and say, "I just spend the entire city with that one, and I've reached my breaking point."
Okay. We'll just get him out of here, I guess, as quick as we can because we got other stuff to talk about.
Sure, that's what he wants to talk about.
And Orgoth leans in really close. Goes,
I had another vision last night, but it was pretty intense.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll let him give a spiel and he'll be out the door.
Yeah, and he points at question kind of knows. But I need to tell her more stuff too. So
Wilvan gives him that old man finger on the nose, like I got you kind of thing, and gives him a wink.
Spike, these potatoes are delicious. I cannot believe. I know you're not going to share the recipe with me, but I really want to know what you're putting on these to make them taste so delicious. North, you get to the front door.
I was gonna open the door.
You hear this loud bundle of goblin energy inside.
Oh, that's a lot. I can't even match this energy in winter, so you know.
Hey, North, we're having breakfast over here.
Yeah, I'll be right there. I'm gonna just ask Spike for the usual, and I'm going to sit next to Orgoth and question.
He brings you your usual, which is?
Basically, just, I can, not exactly fruit salad, but almost.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
With a bit more, protein than that, but we get that in the bread with the fiber.
Got it. Okay. So you're all sitting there.
Well, I'm looking around to see if Laphus is around, because it's like, is she down? Is she down yet?
She came to the stairs, right?
I mean, I'm gonna go down the stairs, but I'm just taking my time.
Got it. I think she was at the top of the stairs, just watching everything.
Yeah, basically. And then when Nora starts to sit down, she just kind of just makes her way down the stairs, whatever, doesn't matter now. She could sense something is wrong, but she's not even gonna bother.
Hey, Laphus, we're having you can hang out. We're having breakfast, but you just come sit with us.
I guess. She looks around at the empty tables and stuff all right. And she goes and sits next to Wilvan.
Good morning, Laphus.
Who are you?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I am Headmaster Alakritos, from the Legions of Allsight.
Look, I just asked who you are. I don't need your fucking whole life story here.
Oh, remember we got the badges from them when we were up talking with his bitchness? You remember? We're gonna go down and then we went under into the down into the watery area before we went out and.
I'm sorry, his what?
With Wilvan. What?
We don't call him his bitchness, remember?
Oh God, that's right. I forgot. I think I misunderstood. Saord.
Ah.
That was what Laphus called him.
Their Excellency. Okay.
Them.
Oh yeah, no, he's a funny bitch.
Yeah, but I thought that was a title. I didn't realize that was. I thought it was Dragon Elf or something. But I forgot. It's not actually. He's Saord.
Yeah, I don't think bitch is a good thing in any language.
No, especially not in Dragon Elf. No.
Well, it is if you're raising dogs. I breed dogs personally, and I have several bitches. So,
speaking of Gryz, you had something to say.
Yes, I just wanted to. I have a selection of uniforms of who should go in disguise, but I have water breathing potions. I have 6 of them. I have a bubble Oh God, there's a name for it. I can't remember what it's called. I'll find it. But it's like a collar that goes around your neck, and it makes a air bubble, and it lets you breathe underwater for 8 hours.
Do you have any healing potions?
um,
Like we're all out of that. So
I have four regular potions and 2 extra.
that would be great.
Will that help?
Absolutely, yeah. We a bit thin on that.
So he says, so I want you to help me find the double agent. There is a traitor who is like allowing the Vermilion. He's like lowering his voice even though there's nobody in the bar. He actually looks over at the bird.
Smart, honestly.
Yep.
He's like, "It's the bird. It's the bird." Spike's
Yeah.
like, "He's
Yeah.
fine. He's fine."
He's not fine.
All birds are spies.
Keep it low.
Okay.
They were replaced by the government.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it low. I'll keep it low. There is the person that you wish to speak to. The head of the archaeological department is Insight Akure, a blue-skinned tiefling. She is in charge of everything. There are about 10 to 12 archaeologists down exploring the area. We believe that one of them is a double agent or a spy or a traitor to the Allegiance of All Sight's cause, and is wishing to, and his voice is getting louder and louder as he's getting more excited. He's like, I believe that they are allowing the Vermilion Dream like access to the dig site, and it's how they're getting the rudium out from underneath from Cael Marrow. I know that Orgoth and Laphus were allowed, like, you went down to a little ways before you were called away, so you know about the keystones that allow us to explore parts of and do the important archaeological work that is exploring the history of Cael Marrow. And these keystones provide air pockets around the areas that we're investigating, but you can push through them and you can go into areas where there is water, and the water breathing should allow you to explore those areas if you wish, and get to other areas of the sunken city. And capture them alive if you find definitive proof, and we trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Kill them if you must. If you have to.
And where are we bringing them?
Directly to me at the at the university.
Are you prepared to find bad news here? And someone you thought you trusted?
Possibly.
I mean, that happened once already, so we know not to trust you with your insight because that slipped right under your nose.
It
Congratulations.
It did. Which is why we need somebody from the outside to go in and find the traitor. I know that you have, and he looks at Laphus, I know that you have Saord's ear.
Do we?
Do we?
Got a couple more years than that.
Yeah.
We have his badge. We have your badge and his badge.
But I think his badge pulls a little bit more weight than your badge.
They both pull their weight. His more, definitely. Do you have any other questions for me? I trust you to do what's right.
That's cute.
Are there consequences within the allegiance of portraying oneself as a member without actual accreditation, wearing these robes and getting caught? Basically, is that going to find us in?
You are, in my eyes, and I'm one of the headmasters, And
Yes, your eyes are wonderful, but what are we gonna expect while we're down there? I don't need you to gussy up to us. Thank you for the compliments, but what are we gonna? What's
as
gonna
long as you
happen?
present yourselves in a friendly and fair manner to people, and don't go around just bossing people around, you should be able to wear the badges, wear the costumes, and have free access to everything. They should not bother you.
How's the standing on the Cobalt Soul in these dig sites?
Cobalt Soul actually, uh, it has been a few weeks, but we have had members of the Cobalt Soul visit the dig site.
Excellent.
So, if you wish to present yourself as a,
I need to present myself as.
well, we know that you have allegiance with the Cobalt Soul, isn't that right, North?
Oh, well, I
Well,
mean,
no,
Question's
it-
my girlfriend. So, yeah, we do.
And it's like,
Right?
sorry,
I mean, we know
and she's
Question.
actually still wearing her nightgown with a robe over it because she just
Baby.
came straight here and didn't bring any clothes. And she's like, "Hi, normally I'm in uniform, but
I mean, my allegiances are technically yes with the soul. Port Damali mostly, but
Port, sorry, the Cobalt Soul and the Legions of Allsight are stout allies, staunch allies.
so they won't mind seeing me.
In your in a uniform? No, not at all. They won't mind at all.
Amazing. I won't need to be disguised.
And again, as long as you have the badges, I don't think you'll need to disguise at all. Just what makes you comfortable. It make it easier to talk to some of the people down, some of the scientists. These are, and he kind of looks around, nerds.
Oh. And you're not?
Oh no, I'm a pencil pusher.
How long is the effect of these water breathing potions and this this airhead collar you've got?
8 hours, I believe. Right? Is that right? I did not look at.
Yeah,
I didn't have
it's
it
8
pulled up.
hours.
Okay.
So you said you had 4 regular healing and 2 extra. Are the extras like greater?
Yeah,
Superior?
potion of extra healing. There's like, is there what's greater, superior?
Greater, superior, I don't remember the other ones because they're too big.
It's potion of healing, potion of extra healing. It's extra healing, right? It's the second.
Extra?
Is that what it's called? I'm messing up.
I know. Greater healing?
I think it's greater healing.
Yeah, healing, greater healing,
it, yeah,
superior healing,
yeah.
and supreme
Yeah.
healing.
I guess I had a third edition kind of brain fart. I guess so.
That's
So it's 2 healing and 2, or 4 healing and 2
4
greater.
regular and 2 greater.
2 greater, yes.
Well, thank you for the supplies.
Any other questions? Well, you have the blessings of the Legions of Allsight. Go ahead.
Run into any creatures down there?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of creatures down there. It's underwater. I know that there's like dangerous like fish that have kind of like snaps and have sharp teeth and swarms of them. But just be careful. Nothing you can't handle. Orgoth looks at Orgoth and says, "Nothing that he couldn't handle for sure."
Yeah. I mean, we remember when we were like all the way back in Chagall, we took care of those sharks and all those fish and stuff. Fish are easy.
I thought we ran real fast. Well, swam real fast.
Oh, boy. But I mean, I got some in my net and then we, got punched one. It's going to be okay. You
Look at
swam
it.
like really fast, North, though. As I
I
remember.
don't swim, technically.
You beat Io, and she's a water genasi. That you gotta be fast.
She beat me another time. We actually raced, and she beat me, so we're 1-1 right now.
As they're getting into this, Wilvan will reach across the table, look at Gryz, and be like, "We'll get on it as soon as we can."
In that case, he actually goes and somehow he had motioned to Spike and ordered extra breakfast, and he takes his to-go bag from Spike and says,
Oh, thank God.
I'll leave the carriage for you to get a ride to the dig site. to the pit, and I wish you all the best. Good luck. He goes to the door, turns back, bye, and goes out the door.
I'm gonna wait until the door is closed. I'm gonna take my bag, pull out the three greater healing potions that I have, plus the 8 water breathing potions that I already have,
Jesus Christ.
plus the draught of the Black Howl, and I'm just like, okay, well.
So that's 14 water breathing potions
Mm-hmm.
and a plethora of healing potions. I like
4 regular, 5 greater.
I like how we're going into this mess. I am concerned, however, about these creatures underwater. I am, for one, beyond what limited spells I know, not really equipped for fighting underwater. I'm thinking maybe I need to go find myself a harpoon or some ridiculous kind of weapon.
I mean, we can always ask Ayo. She has a harpoon. I mean, she might know how to, like, use that properly or have any strategies. She's good in the water.
He pulls out his crossbow. Says, I've never fired this underwater, but I don't think that it's going to do me very well.
I mean, water offers resistance, so yeah.
Make a actually Orgoth. You might have make a investigation roll.
That is not terrible. 17.
That's good. Okay. You know that from like being in Jagao and actually like, fighting underwater, if you don't have a swimming speed, you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Oh!
Unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. These are all piercing weapons.
So when we were in Jagao and training with the Skullcrushers, we trained everything, and because we're on the coast, we trained to fight in water. And so we were always told that if you're not swimming, if you're not moving, if you're not swimming, you're dead. So first of all, you use your speed to swim, but then also very importantly, like you can't swing anything or shoot anything. So you have to have a weapon that pierces, that you can thrust, like a short sword
I'm
or
gonna
a
pull out my
trident
2 rapiers. They do
Yeah, those will
piercing
probably
damage.
work really good.
Yeah, piercing
those
is
would be
basically yeah.
good. Yeah.
Wilvan, I think, looks a little worried.
Well, you have your daggers; those would work really good.
Yeah, it's just the ocean is, God, or water. It's a big playing field, and I'm chum underwater.
I mean, we know more about other planes than we know about our own oceans, so.
I just try to avoid it, is all. Makes me nervous.
Well, I mean, unless we have to go in, like there was when Laphus and I were under there, we like walked down a hallway that was inside air. It was like a big air bubble.
Yeah, but that was just like the beginning area. We don't know how it is further in.
And Gryz has prepared us for, it seems, some underwater voyage.
Yeah. Just confirming, Laphus, you don't need any of those water breathing potions.
Oh,
right?
no.
So already that's. We got 14. So if we divide that by 3, we have 4 each and 2 spares.
Bill, I sent you a message. Actually, it's in the Netherdeep chat. If you want to, you remembered something else. So.
Oh, right. Another thing that's probably maybe important is that I mean, of course, if you're underwater, if you're fully like in the water, fire, it's really hard to get hurt by fire. Right, you kind of are resistant to fire.
Of course.
And then basically, if you have like a ranged weapon, if you go beyond the normal range, the shorter range, you'll just miss because it just. But it's really hard, even if it's like close, like a thrown thing, like a net. It's like my net is really hard to use underwater, and my boomerangs are right out.
Well, regardless, it's where we're headed. Do we feel prepared?
Looks down at all the
Um,
potions, then looks at all of you. I think so.
I mean, I have a quick little errand to run. But after
Yeah,
that,
I should probably get something long and pointy. I mean, to be honest, because I don't think my fists are going to do that great underwater.
Before Wilvan can filter his face, his suspicious eyes kind of dart over to north when they mention there's an errand. He doesn't say anything, but I do think that happens instinctively before he even realizes it.
do I catch it?
Okay.
Make
Yeah, I
what's
was
your
gonna say, do
passive?
I?
Yeah, what's your passive perception?
15 passive perception.
No, mine's only 14.
Wilvan, what's your roll because you're not hiding it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just instinctual.
Those are both high enough, you'll catch it. So
Wait, but before anybody goes, I have to be.
And Orgoth does his usual look around to make sure nobody's nearby, and then he leans in a little bit and says,
So I had another vision.
Was it
last
during the
night.
middle of it? Where you guys were
Oh
fucking?
gosh.
Question blushes and puts her hands in front
At the
Laphus.
end,
No, we didn't.
does it trigger when you just?
Wilvan's head is in his.
Okay, so we were sitting on the couch, like gonna kiss, and then that happened. And then I blacked out. But before I've told you guys, and Quizzle, like I know this is gonna all sound really weird.
Question
but-
reaches and holds Orgoth's hand.
But I've had visions before and have heard sounds and seen places. And at first it started all the way back in Betrayer's Rise when we first met in Baxazan, but it was Lolth, I think. Yeah, it was. Now I know for sure it was. But then when we got here, it was like there was something else. And I'm really sure after last night that was Grumpsh. But like he talked at me. It wasn't normally what I see, which is maybe a cave or I'm in a place or I hear sounds. Like he had a message for me, and he said I was his, and I didn't really know exactly what that meant. And then I met Parker too. That happened earlier.
Yeah, you already see Parker every day. He's
No,
right there.
like outside of a city somewhere, and he said his name was Nevermore. He was a drow, but when he's here, he's the only one who can come here. And the armor is a gateway, and he says his name, and I called him Parker here, but his name is Nevermore. Yeah, lots happened, and I'm kind of freaking out about it now. But after last night, I wanted to tell you all, because I know it seems like there's other things that have happened I don't know about that you guys know about.
I mean, yeah, but
And I want Question to know everything, because if we're gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend, like for real, for serious, she probably should know this stuff.
We are for real serious.
Orgoth did this happen before we ever went to Bazazan or the Shrine of the Betrayer Gods? Could something have happened?
The first
there?
time, the first time I ever had a vision at all was when we all did with the Lixian. And then the next time I think was in Baxazan.
Grumsh was off.
Yeah, he was here. No, that was only here. So it was Lixian, and that's happened a couple times. And then when we were in Betrayer's Rise is when the Lolth stuff started, and then it wasn't until we got to Ankarel, and then I started maybe some Grump stuff.
I think I might know a little bit about what's happened there. I'm still in the middle of reading the book, but I can give you like a little gist of what I learned.
Yeah, right. Because I gave Laphus that book,
Mm-hmm.
and Laphus was gonna read it some more.
Well, there was a group of elves that once lived where Ank'Harel now stands, and the whole city was destroyed by Grumsh. And it said that Loth actually had some plans to corrupt these elves and drive them underground, but she couldn't because of the calamity. Like she was
Yeah,
imprisoned
that's them.
before it.
That's them. That's what Nevermore said. He said that they were in a city and they've been there for thousands of years, and that Loth was supposed to come back, but then Loth never came. But I don't think they know about the calamity.
I would let Parker and Nevermore know about what happened. Regardless, Loth and Grumsh are not allies whatsoever. I mean, unless like they're fighting Corellon. I think that's the only time
North,
actually...
you know that name. You know that's like one of the prime deities.
Like that's the only time that they ever come together is when they're fighting them. But besides that, they hate each other.
I get this weird feeling they both want me to do stuff.
Well, they can't have you, Question says.
Yeah. I also found out about some stuff about maybe the armor.
You mean besides it being made out of millions and millions of spiders?
Yeah. And he kind of like gives a sideways look over at Question when Laphus says that.
No insight check needed. Question does not like spiders.
I asked because I remembered when we were in Betrayer's Rise and Driders said that I was wearing the vestige of veneer, like the armor of the chosen one. And so I asked Parker. I asked Parker what who if he knew that was, and he said that was the name of like the first king of the Drow. So
you a prince?
This was left for me from my father, right? So maybe he is. I don't know.
I mean, if pretty long ago, right?
Yeah, if this armor was made thousands of years ago, it's probably been handed down generation to generation. Who knows how many?
Or your dad's an old fart.
Orgoth, make a. You can armor. You have an armor ability. Like, can you do armor?
I have leather.
Leather.
I have leather working. Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
12.
It looks old, but it doesn't look that old.
Yeah, I mean, look, I polished it. I'm taking good care of it, but it doesn't look like it's thousands of years old, right? I mean, he's got it on, and he's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything's in really good working condition. The leather straps are really supple.
Wilvan takes out his new magical drum, and he looks at it. Clearly old, but in decent condition, like plays really well. And
yeah,
Wilvan, he kind of like gives Orgoth the like unsure eyes, and he says, when it comes to these things, unless we've seen them made ourselves or made them by our own hand, there's no knowing the history of it. It could be millennia old.
I'm just gonna say that last night, it was unsettling. It was. I mean, I don't know if I was afraid. Maybe I was. Maybe that's the right word. But
Question leans over.
Grumsh wasn't subtle.
Question leans over and puts her head on your shoulder, Orgoth.
So I don't know. I just wanted you all to know because it seems like it's worse. Maybe that's maybe that's why I get so angry now here. I don't know. Because I don't want to get angry at any of you. I don't want to get angry at you.
Do you want us to hold you accountable? Do you want us to have watches, see if you if you start acting weird in your sleep?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, just maybe keep an eye on me, I guess. I mean, like,
Right.
North, you said you've seen stuff happen.
Yeah, I did.
remember one time you asked me about my tattoos
Yeah.
and stuff.
You had it turned into kind of a spider skull once. Kind of gets
Yeah,
scary
I-
when you get mad.
Yeah. Okay. That's everything I know. I just want to make sure that before we go down, underneath under the water, that like we all know, because I don't know what's gonna happen. But if you have to, like if I get mad, and he looks right at North, he's like, you know that if you have to do something, you have to do it, right?
I'm not a killer.
Well, I didn't kill you in Betrayer's Rise. Just, you know,
He means knock him out.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can.
I figure if it gets that bad
I can
and
pull a
someone has to
Bruce
kill
on you.
me. Yeah, I think if it's that bad and someone has to kill me, and then he looks over at Laphus, there's someone else who did take care of it.
Yeah.
And then he looks right at Question. He's like, but I'm not. That's not going to happen though. Like, I mean,
It
I'm
better not.
I'm going to be. It'll be okay. It'll be
Orgoth.
okay, right, Wilvan? It's going to be okay, right?
It's going to be okay, Orgoth. You are a strong individual physically, and I know with your friends' help, you'll be strong mentally as well.
Wilvan, it's going to be okay, right?
I'm smiling. Wilvan is not. Wilvan, he's just kind of thinking on it. Maybe leaves a second too long of a pause, and he says, "When beings this powerful are in charge of the threads of our lives, who's to say?"
Don't
Wilvan-
make people make promises that they can't keep, Orgoth.
Okay.
Wilvan
Okay,
is also
all right.
subconsciously like rubbing, I think, his own
Yeah.
hand.
As you're speaking, as you're kind of talking, there's a lull in the conversation. Somebody comes in the front door, and it's a little short boy, like maybe 12, and he's got like a stack of little like broadsheets, and he comes over. And he's like, "Morning!" And comes over, puts the papers on the bar.
I'm gonna give him a silver.
"Thank you, ma'am." Leaves. On the front page, you kind of look over. It's there is a article on the team championship contest that's going to be happening in 2 weeks' time. And it
True,
looks,
there's that.
and you look and you see that there is Jamon Saord has graciously offered as a prize to the grand champion team a residence of their own, and the Saord's personal builders will transform a residence to the specifications of the winners.
We sure want to be roomies.
Oh, I've no interest in a house here in Ankara.
Go back home at some point. Orgoth, though, I mean, you're building a life here.
Yeah, and that totally catches him off guard, and he looks at Question and looks back at everybody's like, I have my mama back in Jigao, though
There's no
I have to get back there sometime.
Yeah, but you could always just bring her over here.
Mhm.
We
We can think about that later.
Okay.
Got 2 whole weeks to prepare.
Besides, I'm not paying for the rooms here personally. I don't know who has been.
I mean, I got 2 rooms. I've been paying for 1. It was the Allegiance, right?
It was the Allegiance, yes.
Well, I mean, I think our first priority is the job we said we would do,
Indeed.
right? So
What time is it
Morning.
It's 5:26.
in the game?
in the game. Probably around 8. I think
Yeah?
North got up
Yeah,
early.
we just had breakfast. That's right.
Yeah.
Where do we go to start the descent?
oh, there's a big pit. Laphus and I were there. We know how to get there. There's like a giant pit that then you go down, 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 and then there's a like a hallway you walk down. You have to push through this like weird water wall thing, and then or a wonder wall. I don't know what kind of wall it is, but you push through it, and then you go down this like hallway, and then there was some guards, and that's as far as we got. And then we had came back and helped you, Wilvan, out in the desert.
Well, I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. Wilvan looks at North and Laphus. And he says, "Perhaps we should." And he kind of gestures toward the door. And then he looks back at Orgoth. He says, "You two seemed to be in the middle of something when we got here."
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get a couple weapons too, but it won't take me that long.
I just have to drop by the university and, you know what? Maybe just give a hug to my siblings, because we're going somewhere dangerous, and you don't leave somewhere with people you care about without saying I love you, so.
Well,
Looks at
Wilvan
Orgoth in question.
Yeah, Wilvan will, in that lull, will get up and walk out the front door with the tip of his hat
okay.
and say, "In an hour."
I'm heading there now. I don't.
Hour and a half, just to make sure.
Laphus is gonna get up and head out the door. She knows where she's going.
Okay. It's actually not far away from it's in the Sigil district, so.
A sigil?
Sigil, sorry. Planescape. Yeah. Okay. Sigil district.
The Sigel district.
Sigil. So Wilvan, where are you headed?
Considering a couple things, but I think Wilvan, he like turns to go more to give Orgoth privacy than anything. Gets out the front door and realizes he doesn't know where he's going, so he'll latch onto Laphus.
Okay. North. I know where you're at.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna take carriage to go as fast as possible.
Okay. The large bald-headed man sees Laphus and Wilvan come out and says, "Is your group ready to go?" I
Who the
am.
fuck are you?
I am your driver.
Looks down
Gri-
over at Wilvan. Is he?
Gryz isn't in there, is he?
No, Gryz grabbed another carriage back to the Crystal Chateau.
Wilvan
Don't
gives him a
don't
thumb.
let him know that I said his name as Gryz. I'm supposed to refer to him as Headmaster.
Wilvan gives him a big thumbs up, and he turns to Laphus. "Yeah, this is our ride."
All right, let's go in.
And he pew, pew, and is fast, gets there pretty quickly. North, you head to the university first.
I'm gonna head to the beach house first.
Okay, on your way. Orgoth. So question is so hour and a half snuggle time? And she grabs your hand and takes you upstairs.
Okay.
Fade to black.
CPC or got CPC.
Um,
Damn.
He knows what he wants.
North, you probably get there at the same time. We'll go north first. North, you get to the beach house,
Mm-hmm.
and your mom.
I mean, I'm home. I don't knock.
Of course, no, you don't. Um, and Mitchell is not there, but your mom and the kids are there.
Hey,
Hey, come on in. I've got breakfast going. You want some?
I already had some. Thank you. I woke up early.
You always wake up early.
Have a lot to talk about, and I have a lot to do.
You okay? This is Hamilton, your mother.
Yeah. I'm always okay.
The kids are kind of playing, yeah, they're playing close by, and Hamilton gets up and says, "Kids, go play in the playroom, okay?" And hushes them out of the room, and sits down, and makes you a mimosa.
Oh,
makes herself a
okay. Yeah, I
mimosa.
needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sits down. So,
Sorry, I bring business this early in the morning.
it's okay. Is there anything you can give me that I can use to get Walcott off my back?
What is he exactly doing? What is he planning?
I don't know.
Did he tell you anything?
He didn't tell me anything precisely. He kind of hinted that he had people he knew that were on the inside of the prison.
Mm-hmm, of course.
And that if they couldn't get the information about possible locations for the crown.
You know,
He was
well,
gonna go in
you
and
know who's wanted in relation to this crime, right? Me, Cass, Dad. Dad got caught. And Cass and I have been keeping things to a strict minimum, just a little check-in every once in a while to see if we're still alive. But
You haven't
he
seen
was-
Cass in a while?
we parted maybe 6 months after this happened.
So almost 20 years.
Almost, yeah.
Hmm.
So he's a jeweler by trade. Made a few dupes. Switched them around until we wouldn't know which one was which. Got a few lead boxes. Switched these around again. And dropped them off to contacts that would hide them because we wouldn't even want to know where these are hidden.
So even under a spell, you wouldn't know where they are.
We wouldn't know. That was a plan. We don't know.
But you know, how many dupes were there? I mean, is there a place I can give him a location of one of the duplicates?
I have no clue where they are. We just play the little switcheroo with everything until we didn't know what was what. And then we left with what we had, pawned them off wherever. Well, not pawned. We left that with trusty people. But then these trusty people,
If Cass's work is as good as I remember,
yeah.
then you probably made quite a lot of coin.
No, we didn't pawn that off. We just gave them away to contacts that we know are reliable,
Got it. Okay.
who would hide them, but we didn't know if we were giving them the true one and the fake ones. No, you have to really look at it under a magnifying glass to know. Same weight, same colors.
Do you think? I don't think Walcott is aware that there's duplicates.
Mm-hmm. Lead boxes are keeping people from just
Finding
locating
them.
these. Yeah.
That's true.
We tried to make it as flawless as possible. And you know what? In a few months, and I think that's why he's bearing down on
Desperate.
you right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the statute of limitations, right? They're not going to be able to prosecute anyone after that.
They'll have to let him go, everyone go.
Yep. One more dog off our backs.
I think from the hints I was getting from Walcott, the Cerberus Assembly will send somebody in, and they'll get to him.
They won't get anything. He doesn't know.
They're going to hurt him.
How long do you have?
He came back into town, said he was busy with one other matter.
What kind of matter? Do you know?
He didn't say.
If you can learn.
Something about an arm and a leg or something, so.
Okay, well, if you can learn anything about that, or just like, you're in politics, Mom. You're a good liar.
I'm a very good liar. But
I mean, can you get him to just like follow some red herrings?
that's what I was hoping. If you give him, that's what I was hoping you could give me a location of one of the duplicates.
I don't know. That's the issue. I don't know.
I'll do what I can. Get him off my back and get his eyes away from you and Cass.
I don't even know where Cass is, so I don't think he knows.
Okay.
So,
Ivaren, I just don't know. I don't know how I can't protect him. We've been divorced for years.
I mean, yeah. Do you know if... Oh, forget about that. We're going to the Sunken City.
Did you bring protection?
Yes, Mom, of course. I'm gonna meet cute mermaid and just like hit it off.
You better. It would be nice to have a daughter-in-law who was a mermaid. That'd be a feather in my hat. So.
I mean, you might already be an in-law without knowing. So.
What does that mean?
I mean, I put a ring on it at some point. That's what I'm saying.
She doesn't know about this, right?
No.
You're just going to drop that on me.
Yeah.
Without. Is this a current thing? Like you. It's not Cass, is it? You didn't.
I mean, it's been going even before we started doing shitty stuff. So. You know.
She smiles and says,
"You know him."
Well, I do know him.
He's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get yourself killed for his sake, or my sake. Be careful. Okay. When do you have to go? Because I would like to know more about how this happened.
Okay. I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
Love you, Mom.
I love you. Be safe.
I'll do my best.
She nods. She actually takes out a 2-shot glasses, and fills it with a clear liquid.
Is she done with her mimosa, or is
she finished it? Yeah, she finished.
I'm just gonna take the orange juice and pour a teensy tiny little bit and fill the rest up with bubbly.
Okay.
Just push it her way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And she does the same. And she says, holds it up to the bride, to the groom. What did you wear? At least tell me that.
I mean, I'm gonna pull out a scrap of parchment, and it's not a painting, but it is a professional sketch from someone who was there. So she has a full picture, and it is It is pretty androgynous, honestly. So,
You look amazing. This is not going with you. And she takes it from you.
no, I need it, Mom. I need it.
You're going to be safe?
I need it for something.
Okay.
Thank you. I need it.
Be safe.
Yeah, I will.
And she gets up, gives you a kiss on the forehead. As she's walking out, she takes a handkerchief and dabs her eyes. And leaves.
I'm gonna have to leave too, but I'm gonna have to just like, put my head in the doorway and go just like, bye kiddos. See you later.
Bye. Do you want your dagger back?
Yeah,
Here you go.
thank you. And I'm gonna head over to the universities.
Okay. Wilvan and Laphus. Okay, you get to. It used to be a public square. The official name of it is according to the driver, is the Maw of Cael Marrow. It's a huge 150-foot diameter roped off hole, and there are 20 guards, not hand of ward like Allegiance of All Sight, hired guards who are like patrolling the area and making sure that no one gets inside. There is a staircase, a wide staircase that kind of like hugs the inside of the wall and spirals down the hole.
This isn't the same hole that I jumped into, is it?
No, that was in
That was somewhere else.
that was in Bezostan, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Laphus, you've been down this. You've walked down this hole. The path is about 10 foot wide, spirals down hundreds of feet. The hole is about hundreds of feet deep.
So you're just to take the stairs the entire way down?
Well, we only got to the beginning part of it. We never actually got any further because then, we had to find you and we had to find North. So we just
Well,
made it to the entrance.
if we're going all the way down, I'd rather just use a feather fall. Seems like a lot of unnecessary steps as he peeks over the edge.
It kind of like narrows down a little bit, but it's still pretty wide at the bottom.
Do you want to risk it?
Well, not until everyone else is here, but I'll take on it.
Okay. This orc comes over to you, Wilvan, and says, hello. Name's Hexorn. And you see he has a allegiance badge wearing, like he has a red cape. And he says, I was told that you and two others of you were here to enter the maw today. Are you still expecting your friends to come with?
Yes, they're just a little ways behind us, but they should be here within the hour.
When you're going beneath, please display your badge at all times.
Can do. What you been down there before?
I've been there once or twice, yes.
What is there a lot of swimming involved?
Not unless you actually go out into the water. It's been the keystones have been in place for enough months that it's dried out. It kind of like takes the water and makes it go away magically. So you don't unless you go away from the marked paths, you're golden. Won't get even a drop wet. You'll get wetter getting sweaty than you will getting water from.
That's what I like to hear, Haxorn. And we'll take a hand out that I'm sure is way too small.
Yeah.
But he's buddy enough. He says our friends will be here. Well, shouldn't be too long, but I understand you're the man to see before we head down.
Yes,
yeah?
you'll see me, and I'll make sure that you get quickly through the. It's like basically a little checkpoint kind of system where they've got like a group of guards in a circle around the hole who are patrol, and there's like a small group who are like protecting the entrance to the ramp going down.
Wilvan will slap the back of his hand with the other one. He says, Haxorn, this operation's lucky to have you.
You too. I'll be just over there underneath that shade right there. Just come get me when you're ready.
Wilvan gives him a big nod.
Okay.
And as he walks off, just Laphus looks down at Wilvan. You think he's a spy?
I've learned not to make judgments that quickly. I don't think so. But it very well could be any single person here.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's a natural 1 for me. So as Wilvan's looking around, he says, I doubt that if someone's got access and is allowing people through, it could be a guard, but I feel like it's probably someone a little deeper, a little higher up on the food chain.
I got a 27.
He's a good boy and very proud of what he does.
I don't trust this guy.
Not your people.
No. He seems a bit too happy.
Well, sometimes you're right. We really shouldn't write a single person off. That guy over there, he looks shady.
Oh shit, you're right. You think I could like get him with my magic?
Well, I'm sure you could, but we just got here, so I don't need you making trouble before we're down or even past sea level.
I mean, if anything, we're not going to touch any water, so you'll be fine.
Well, Laphus, we have to be on our best behavior here. You understand that? I'd be appreciative if you tell North the same thing, but we can't get into any.
I won't.
I'm just saying that there are larger gears at work here, and we could really screw this up.
Yeah, and if anything, I'm gonna have to use my big spell on Orgoth if anything goes wrong.
Big spell.
Don't worry about it.
North, you get to the university.
Yeah, okay. I need to get Prolix.
You go find Prolix, and Prolix
I
is
love Prolix.
just actually like getting there at the office, and he's got like his satchel, and he's like got 3 book bags, and he's like,
Good morning, Professor.
North, how's it going?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. What brings you here so early in the morning?
I asked you about some messages I needed to send.
Yes. Who is the message going to?
How many can you send?
I can send 3.
Now I have a few questions.
Yes.
If you send one of these, can these be detected by someone else, or is it just going to the sender, to this person you're sending it to?
Technically, it can be detected if someone is scanning your mind. If somebody is like has telepathic powers,
okay,
and they receive a message, they would be able to hear it.
Okay.
But the odds of that happening, that's slim to none.
Okay.
Because they'd have to be actively like listening at the time the message is sent. How would they know the message is about to be sent?
Okay. I'm gonna pull out the same paper I showed my mom.
Okay.
I'm gonna point at the other person on the sketch.
Got it. Okay.
I have a message or 2 for this person.
Okay. Do you want this to be private, or do you want this to be? You want to?
No, I got them noted. It's okay. It doesn't have to be private.
Okay.
I counted my words.
Okay. What's the first message?
The first one is, hey love, don't give location. This is our last yearly check-in. Only a few months left. Hope you're well. Stay safe. Miss you. Love you.
A few minutes pass. I'm trying to think when, like, world-wise, where the continent is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you're ahead. I think on Cael is ahead.
I'm waking someone up.
Yeah, you're waking somebody up. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's used to it.
Yeah. He's like, you get the message back, and he's like, ooh, been looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to other things as well. Not that. I know what you're thinking. Be safe. Love you too. Everything is good. And there's like a little like 3-word passcode at the end that's Thieves' Cant.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That is everything's okay.
Good. Now I got another one that might be a bit more complicated.
Okay. What is it?
Well, I want to send one to and I'm gonna take off the kind of the bandana that I have on my wrist.
Uh-huh.
This belongs to him.
Okay.
Will that make it easier?
Do you have a name?
I do.
I think if I have a name and I have that, I think I should be able to.
Would a likeness be easier?
Not likeness sometimes doesn't stick. Having their true name.
Okay. I'm gonna just leave it. Just Prolix, it's very important that you know that this does not come out of here, right?
Of course.
And I'm going to just
I am a certified.
I am going to give him 250 gold.
He looks at it. He's like, that is a way an overpayment of my services.
This is a payment for your silence.
He does a little zipper.
All right.
I didn't hear nothing.
His name is Ivaran Lodrath.
Okay.
Hopefully this reaches him. Okay. Heads up. They might send the dogs in. Sorry for the time this is taking. Getting supplies so we can go camping together soon.
There is a long time. Like 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Understood is the message you get back.
If you'll excuse me, I have a sunken city to explore, but I gotta get changed. Is there a bathroom somewhere?
I heard the headmaster was like in the office early. He woke me up so early.
He's a big deal.
He's excited.
He's got a lot of energy. It is kind of
He wanted to go down himself, and we stopped him.
Oh, he
from...
could have gone. If he wanted that much, he could have gone.
Well, be careful and good luck.
All right. I'm gonna go get changed into my uniform and
Okay.
then hail a carriage.
Okay. Orgoth. Stuff happens. And question gets up. pulls her robe tight across like her body and says, gives you a kiss on the cheek and says, "I know you have to go. Come find me when you come back." And gives you a long kiss and leaves you lying there in the bed and walks out the door. You're muted, actually.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh. Wow. Okay.
And Orgoth starts to compose himself as best he can, gets his armor together, and then reaches into his pouch and puts on his face is just this like blank, still stunned expression. And he reaches in and he pulls out this little badge that he got at one point. It has this big smiley face on it. And he just like puts it along with the other ribbons that he has from Jigao. And he just like, he just puts it on. And he has this like stupid smile on his face as he kind of like half stumbles and half skips down the stairs to see if anyone else is back yet. And if they're not, he'll make his way to the maw.
Okay, that one is back. North, you're going straight to the maw? Excuse me.
Indeed I am.
Okay. So, Laphus and Wilvan, you're waiting there probably another 45 minutes.
Hey, before anything else, Laphus is gonna look over at Wilvan and just go, "Hey, do you know message sending? Do you remember Varen at all from Lexazan? Big jaw guy.
Vaguely.
Do you mind sending him a message and just asking how our horses and or pony are?"
Oh, you think that they're still...
I mean, that place was crawling with creatures.
I'm saying, you haven't made your peace with that yet?
Look, I love animals, all right?
Here's a deep cut. What's the name of that horse you Laphus rode? Buttercup? Was that Buttercup?
Buttercup. It was Buttercup. Look, I just want to know if they're okay. And also if he's heard any news about a certain someone.
Who's that?
Rakan. I want to know if he's heard anything about any movement he's doing.
What was the name? Sorry, I missed
Rakan.
Rakan. Wilvan will take a breath, close his eyes, cast sending. Which, yeah, 25 words. He'll say, "A message from Laphus. How are the horses?" How are the horses? My fingers got ahead of my mouth. That's what she said. And what's the word on Rakan?
Okay. Quickly. Well, it's even worse. It's even the middle of the night still. Even more middle of the night for him right now.
Bitch never sleeps.
He never sleeps though. He one, horses have been returned to the way station. Safer there. Two, oh God, dynasty forces fought undead mountain village. Rakan not there. Gnomes. It was a gnome village. And in the Penumbra Mountains.
Color me surprised. The horses are fine.
Oh, what?
They're at a safe house. And
The way station was that little like stopover point where like there was like the party, and that's where you
That's
met
where we met
Pollux.
Pollux.
Yeah.
was that like the crossroad
Yeah.
that we were at thing?
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah.
But they're at the way station. And as far as Rakan, it sounds like they were investigating a gnome village up in the Penumbra Mountains, and he was not there. So
A second
Oh.
message comes, actually,
oh,
5 minutes later, saying, it says, had to wake up mage to send message. Believe the report says the army was led by someone using Rakan's name, not Rakan.
sounds like it was a mislead. Someone was using the name.
And you can send a message back if you wish.
No, you could just thank him for his time. Thanks. God damn it. Damn it.
Message says, "Thanks. God damn it."
Third message back. And no, we didn't fuck. So.
Wilvan doesn't share that one. Laphus doesn't get that message.
Damn it.
And you see Orgoth and North come from probably like slightly different directions, yeah, but you arrive at the mall.
Let's go to the mall.
That should have been the name. Oh my god. That's so perfect.
Oh, we could do it for next time.
Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, what time? We've got 30 minutes left. Okay.
As soon as Laphus sees North and Orgoth, she's gonna go, "Hey guys, our horses are okay."
Horse.
Oh.
Horse.
Back is in.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Bone Dancer's okay. Oh, that's good to know.
donkey. The only animal who didn't shit on me or piss on me.
Or try to kill you in any way.
Miss
Or
that
hated you.
horse. I miss that horse. Really miss that horse.
The horse is okay, North. They said the
I know.
horse is okay.
Oh, it's Haxorn.
And
We're
this
here.
orc comes over, and he's wearing this red cape. He's got a symbol. I see you all have arrived.
Oh yeah, I put on I go reach into my bag and I stab the symbol of Jamon on Ashes.
Okay.
As
Ashes goes,
he's like, oh, sorry.
Sorry, I just said Ashes goes, yep, when she does that. So.
As Hawkthorn is making his hellos, Wilvan turns around and he'll like make a display of putting on his allegiance badge, and he'll say, Hawkthorn has instructed us that we should be wearing our credentials at all times down there. Is that right, Hawkthorn?
Yes. I was told that you weren't with the allegiance, but if you wish to wear the attire, that it was allowed. We have changing rooms close by. Welcome to the Cobalt Soul.
Thank you. Do I need to
mean,
wear the badge?
I'm good like
or-
this.
As long as you have your credentials for the Cobalt Soul.
I do.
My Jord badge and my allegiance badge and my smiley face badge. And then this is the one I got for the pie eating contest. And this one here. And he goes through like all of his medals.
Orgoth, make a perception check.
Yeah.
It's an 8, and this one is for the arm wrestling.
They fit really well in that little like crevice that medals are supposed to go into. So.
That's why I put him there.
Yep. Okay. the orc. And Orgoth, you notice this guy is a scar bearer. And he comes up and says, just follow me, and I'll take you to the mall entrance.
And I'll lean and I'll say, do you know, Bill forgot the name of the scar bearer. Ah, my notes! Where are my notes?
Oh, no.
The one from the Bowl of Judgment.
Give me a second. I could probably find it for you.
But her.
Kruglin.
No, there was another person. I can't remember the name.
That was the leader of the Scar
Yeah,
Bearers.
the Kruglin is the leader of the Scar Bearers. There was another woman that
Yes,
you talked to.
I have her somewhere.
Yeah.
Have her
I'm
somewhere.
like, where is that in my notes? In my notes?
It's
Yeah, but her.
Rita?
I'll say her name, so we
Rita
don't
Darren?
suck down all the time in the rest of the session looking for this person's name. I can't find my notes.
looking.
But yeah, he'll ask if he knows her.
I do.
Morrigan.
Morrigan, that was what it
Morrigan.
was. Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
deep cut. North deep cut. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Do you know Morrigan?
I do.
If I give you something to deliver to Morrigan, do I have your promise of honor as a scar bearer that you will deliver it?
I promise on my honor as a scar bearer that I will deliver it.
May I ask for something to be delivered as well?
Yes. What is it?
I'm gonna give the man let's say 10 gold.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna hand him a folded piece of paper that I already flashed twice this day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give him the address of the beach house
Okay.
for the ambassador.
Okay. I will make sure that it's. I will hand deliver it myself.
Thank you.
Orgoth writes a quick note.
Mm-hmm.
Writes 2 quick notes. With one of them, he puts it with a bag that has 450 gold in it.
Okay.
And he says,
This goes to Morrigan.
I will deliver this. Yes.
and then Orgoth turns to North and says,
Can I get the chit back from you?
The what?
The chit,
Oh, yeah.
from
There you go.
and he takes that and he puts that in like a little thing with a note.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
this has to go to question of the Cobalt Soul.
Of course. Oh, you've got me running all over town today, don't you?
I do, but I know that you are an orc of honor because you serve with the Scarbearers. And I will also, in recognition for your deeds, ensure that at the team tournament, if you wish, you can be in the VIP booth.
He says, as much as I would love to enjoy the luxurious conditions in the VIP booth, my position is in the field because I will be leading a team of scar bearers in the competition.
Excellent.
he claps him on the shoulder.
Roman
like-
handshake.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna kick your ass.
He looks down at North and over at Laphus. Like, very well. And he like reaches over, pulls the ropes to the side, escorts you down and past the other group of guards, and good luck on your mission. Kind of like nods quickly, turns on his heel, and leaves.
Good luck on yours.
And you head down the spiral, and it gets kind of damper and cooler the further down you get into the dark, and hundreds of feet. And you get to...
Wilvan wants to jump down. You guys want to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can watch.
Wilvan looks down. How far is it?
You can't actually see the bottom because it gets dark.
And are we going, like, presumably to the bottom?
Laphus and
Orgoth.
Orgoth, yes. You actually, the
Yeah.
ramp.
Oh, yeah, it's all the way down. It takes like a while to get there.
Yeah.
If you all trust me, I'm happy to jump.
I'll do it.
I trust you, Wilvan. It's one of those trust falls, right? Is that what these are called?
As Orgoth is making that little quip, Wilvan like very pointedly, like tailing off of "If you trust me," turns his head to North.
I've been told I had trust issues, so I'll prove to you that I'm working on it.
Time freezes. Ooh, she's gonna be your best friend, isn't he?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I definitely think you should get to know them better. In time.
And Wilvan smiles and right at North, and then looks at the other two, goes to the edge of the stairs, and like turns around and like little hop and backwards, falls down the hole.
Like,
I mean, if you want North, and she is as she,
Don't
like,
push me. I'm gonna go myself.
she's gonna she was actually going to, but she grabs onto Ashes and kind of weirdly ties Ashes together in like a knot, like his legs and his tail, so it holds onto her. Yeah, so it holds onto her neck, and she's just gonna jump right on down.
and you all fall off and jump over. You cast Featherfall?
Yeah.
Do you cast Featherfall?
Haha, do I?
No,
it's
and
the
the
end of the
campaign. Thanks, everybody. What a great
How
time.
wide is that hole? Can I bamf?
Never trusted Wilvan. Yes.
Wilvan was the BBEG the whole time.
That'd be
Oh
awesome.
shit!
He's facing upward, like watching everybody at once. Like he's like, "Y'all gotta fucking jump, falling," you know. But then, as this is the first, I think this is the first time that we've done it like in a kind of an enclosed space. And so the way he does this is he whistles, but it's 4 different pitches. That's 4 different feather falls.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody after you hear that like with some sort of like cool little, and then everybody slows very, very dramatically.
Just so you know, for shits and giggles, I rolled 20d6. If you'd fallen, you'd have taken 20d6 points of damage. It was 85 points of damage you'd have taken. I rolled in D&D Beyond.
Not dead, but rolling saves.
Yeah.
Meh.
Definitely dead. Well, advantage on death save, so I'm good.
You slowly going down, and at the bottom of the staircase, I'm going to read this again just because 2 of you weren't there last time. At the bottom of the staircase is a plain windowless room containing boxes of archaeological tools and crates, all marked with the emblem of the Legions of Allsight. Not far away is a passage that leads to a stone door, also marked with the Allegiance's symbol. Leaning against the wall next to the door is an orc wearing the badge of the Legions of Allsight. He looks over and like suddenly like watches you go do. And
Again. I wanna go up again.
That was really good, right? That was good.
The
I'm not
temperature is
casting it again. If you jump, it's gravity this time.
Oh shit.
The temperature is noticeably lower and cooler in this hole, and you kind of feel like a coolness coming from the door.
Man, I wish I could have felt the sensation.
So let me see your badges. It's good to see you too. I see them. Nice smiley face. My name is Gortok Ink Drinker. Nice to meet you all.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like squid.
Nice.
And he looks over at all of you and says, "Are you prepared?"
I need a spear. Do you have an extra spear I could get? I didn't have time to stop for a spear.
You could.
What
I mean,
did you
if
do?
you did, if well,
You had an hour and a half. What did you do?
Yeah, what did you
And
do?
Orgoth kind of like half blushes and smiles and just like points to the smiley face badge.
That doesn't tell me anything, Orgoth.
Yeah, um, I might need another one of those patches.
Oh, you sly dog, you.
I don't know about that. I don't. But it.
That's what the smiley face means?
Yeah. I'm happy.
Okay, so it doesn't mean it doesn't mean like hey everyone I fucked today. Okay.
What? No. It means I mean, no. It's Do you have a spear? I didn't have time to get a spear.
Gortak is very uncomfortable right now.
That
It
makes two of
just
us,
gives
buddy.
you his spear.
Hey, thanks.
And he reaches in and opens the door and says, "Welcome to Cael Marrow." And the corridor, you see beyond it, it's framed with a shimmering blue light extending ahead of you, like directly in like a tunnel. The airtight tunnel ends before a door set into the wall. Well, it goes down a ways, and it ends in a door set into the wall of a submerged building. And you can see through this blue light. It's just kind of sparkling. You can see like fish swimming on the other side of the light. No water is coming in. It's like the floor is dry. It's like it looks like they've placed paver stones down here that walk on, and but other way it's kind of like partially rocky and sandy. The
Even though it's dry, Wilvan has a water breathing potion in his non-dominant hand, like ready with
Got it.
a dagger in the other.
Okay. You walk down the corridor, and it's a ways. It's like a good 100 yards away. At the end of the hallway, at that door, you see above the door frame, you see this glowing blue stone cube set into the frame of the door, and it's the same blue color that the hallway is, like the hallway of light, the energy field that's keeping the water at bay. Standing in front of the door are two guards, a let's see, what are they? A human and a halfling, a human man, a halfling woman. They look at you. They're wearing uniforms, and they're wearing badges. Verdant patches of kelp you can see outside are kind of like shimmering on the outside walls, and colorful fish swimming between them as you get closer. They say, "Hail, well met. How can I help you people today? I see you have badges. Welcome to the Cobalt Blue member. And sword, yes, hand."
Yes, we've got business with Insight Akure.
Yes. You can find her on the first floor of this building, and behind you see like the doorway is part of the building, and you can kind of see the blue glow going up and over the building. Wilvan and North. I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, true, we haven't done that. 17.
Okay.
That makes up for Bazozan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
Just a regular inspiration.
Okay.
Here,
Okay.
'cause I have two.
Okay.
That's better. That's a 15.
15. Let me check the DC on this.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. You feel, both of you feel this kind of murmur in the back of your head, like in your minds, but no, it's almost like you can almost understand the words for a second, but then it kind of just fades. It almost like pinpricks for a second, and then it just fades. You're fine.
I'll just do the thing like with a finger in my ear to like
Yeah.
adjust the pressure.
Mm-hmm. The halfling says, "Oh, Cael, let him in." And the human reaches over, opens the door into this building. This appears to be a like a storage building of some sort. It's more like they open the door and you kind of go into this room, and there's like shelves along the wall, and there's a spiral staircase going up to a third floor. There's a second floor within. It's like a balcony all the way around with shelves, lots of things. Like there's like items that are like labeled and dusty, and there's like tables all on the bottom floor. You see 3 individuals all wearing Allegiance of Allsight garb. A tiefling with blue skin, a Goliath, and a Kenku. She was a bird, like a bird person, but not an Aarakocra, like a raven. They're just seem to be really like busy, bustling about the place, grabbing things off of shelves. The Goliath has a little tiny brush and is brushing something delicately on a table, and he's got a little like eyepiece where he can look in very carefully.
I want to fuck with them, and I want to summon Undead Sika to kind of come out from below the table to just kind of pop out.
Okay.
And then after that, I want Sika to disappear.
Okay.
Am I using a spell slot for this? Yes, but it's worth it.
Okay. The Goliath, who's like leaning in, like Sika comes up, Boo Ghost comes up through the table, and they go, "Ah!" and shout, like, and the blue tiefling is like, "Everything okay? I think I saw one of those ghosts again. Oh, there's so many down here. There's so many ghosts." Oh. And you hear the Kenku go, "So many ghosts! Ha!" Repeating.
Wilvan clears his throat loudly.
Insight comes over and says, "Excuse me, I was told that you were going to be arriving at some point during the past week. My name is Insight Akure. They are tall. They have black curly hair, blue skin, short little tiefling horns. They look to be about 50 years old."
Wilvan extends his hand. Wilvan Grandmane.
"Nice to meet you. And the rest of your party?" You see the Goliath and the Kenku go over to a window. The windows, just look at normal windows, but there's like the blue glow kind of covering them. And they're like looking out, and it's like, "Where did that ghost go? I mean, I thought we've cataloged them all. That was a brand new ghost." And the Kenku goes, "Brand new ghost."
Orgoth, Laphus, North.
"Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I was not told, however, about why you were coming. Do you think you could enlighten me?"
Well, that's unfortunate. I hear tell that you're in charge down here. Yes.
I am the head of the archaeological dig.
Well, it may concern you to know that. Do you mind if we? I'm sorry. Have a moment in private.
Of course. It's
looking at
not
the two looking
really.
out the window.
We could go. you look up, and there's no other rooms here. It's just basically like a balcony, spiral staircase to another balcony, and because the entire like center of this building is open all the way up to the third floor roof. In fact, you look up and you see holes in the roof, but the blue glow is like covering it, holding the water back. Do you think we could go into? We can go upstairs and speak quietly, but I don't know how private we can be with everything out in the open here. We can go
why
into the
don't,
hallway if we wish.
Yeah, do you mind joining us out here? We'll send the couple inside.
Yes.
Wilvan will go first, kind of like taking charge of that
Yes.
conversation. And he asked the halfling and the human. I'm sorry. Do you mind stepping in?
Of course.
Official business.
Yes. We'll do anything. Saord has obviously blessed you, so of course, I will do anything that you ask.
And Wilvan will shut the door behind them,
Mm-hmm.
Doing his paranoia double check around everybody to make sure they're
Right.
alone. And
He's just alone.
He says, we've reason to believe that you've got a mole down here. Someone intended to double cross you, allowing folk from the Vermilion Dream into your dig site.
We've had problems with the Vermilion Dream. We've had people going missing, but you think there's someone allowing them, like one of my people?
Well, Gryz Alakritos believes it. We're here on his invitation.
Laphus, Orgoth, and North make a perception check.
Sight?
Sight.
Cool.
Okay, North, what do you get?
24.
Laphus,
14.
Orgoth.
30-20.
North, and Orgoth. You look behind Wilvan, and on the other side of the blue glow, you see this strange-looking, gray, alien-looking creature. Like, it looks almost like a squid, but it's humanoid. And its eyes are just slits, and it seems to be staring at all four of you. Its tentacles just kind of waving. And that's where we're going to stop for the week.
Creepy.
Mm.
Just
Wasn't
like a
there a guy who liked to eat squid? Just like out there?
just
Ink
the
drinker.
ink. Just the ink.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Great game for our 1-year anniversary. We had definitely had some deep dives on this
Yay.
episode.
Someone got laid.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
He's
That's
got a
it.
little
Yeah.
to celebrate the year. We got
Once a year. Woo-hoo. Oh wait, that doesn't. That's never mind.
Wait.
Santa Claus does it.
Bum, bum, bum.
Is there anything we need to talk about before we wrap it up?
Always wrap it up.
Let's do it. Let's wrap it up.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Hey everybody, this has been Bill playing Deflowered Orgoth. You can catch me on pretty much every social media at Bill Roper, because I'm not inventive, and or at Bill freaking Roper, because I'm slightly inventive. And this has been amazing. I want to do another shout out to Minerva at Blue_Troller on the socials for doing our comic cover, which you can check out on our Instagram after the show.
Cool. It's really cool.
And it's really cool. It's really cool. And thank you, everybody. Oh my God, this last year, a year. It's been incredible. This is like gives me reasons to like give a rip about Wednesday. And hey, for Orgoth, it was really Hump Day, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
Good job,
Hump
guys.
Day.
Yay.
Yay, Hump Day.
Hey everyone, this is Jaiden. If I sound a little weird, I've been drinking for this, but I am so happy that we started this a year ago. I am so happy that I get to play with you all, and I love you guys.
Oh.
I don't know if it's the beer talking, but you guys got a butt that won't quit.
We've been told
Thank
that. Thank you. Folks, thanks for tuning in. This is Ross. Been playing Wilvan. You can find me on social. Realistically, you could just find me on Instagram these days, at GriffRM. But I'm making a big plug for the Discord. Or I say Orgoth because that's the name under his face right now. But Bill, he said come join us on Instagram. I agree with that sentiment, but please come join us on Discord. That's where the real conversations happen. We have a blast. A lot of people have been joining since Twitter is on its way out. Personally, I think that's a good call, because we will be there. You might not see us on the Bird app anymore, but we are still around. And to engage and to get the full access, come join us on Discord because it's a blast. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North Eladrin Roguelok. Blah blah. We have Patreon. Check it out. It's cool. Also, you can find me first of all on pretty much all socials except Facebook because I don't like Facebook. At Suburban Cryptic. And I just want to say, here's to one more year.
Cheers.
And another after that. And another after that.
All the D&D.
Yeah, it's just thanks for being along for the ride, and I'm just enjoying myself so much, and I love you guys.
And my name is Ron Murphy, and I have cake. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you for that. Please follow me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at Ron88Keys, RBDM. You can follow us on Twitter at Separatists D&D, and also I think that's it on Instagram and everything, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
You can find us, the Separate Sons Rhyme and the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. This episode will drop next week. Please share us with all your friends. Thank you to Quizzes of the Coast, Gang Critical Role, and to all our listeners and our fans. Keep on rolling, everyone. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Horses.